What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I made a video, but in today's video we're going to be picking up a ST. Finally, I've been wanting one for a couple years now, but I've been actually on the hunt for like a year now. I think I finally found the one. I bought it sight unseen. I'm gonna go pick up a trailer that my buddy Anthony let me borrow. I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are watching this, Anthony, thank you for letting me borrow the trailer. I do appreciate it. We're gonna go get a trailer and then we're gonna drive up to Victorville, which on a Friday it's probably gonna be like a 2-hour drive, and we're gonna go pick up this ST. Like I said, I bought it sight unseen, so I don't really know what to expect, but from the pictures that I do see, it is an ST and it's the perfect base or platform to build what I want to build. And I'll get into that more once I pick it up. I'll kind of describe what I want to do with it and all that.
Oh, ya está frito. Ya. No, si anda bien la troquilla, ¿verdad? No está entero. La cajuelita.
Le falta la de
quebradita, pero
lo que me encanta es el aire. Ay, mira esta también como está de quebrada, mira.
no levanta, nomás la agarraderita. No se puede ordenar.
Sí.
Pero sí era original de sus empaques, sí. Es más, su techo lo tiene bien sanito,
Más quiero ver que no se me caliente. Un poquito más. Ahí está bien. Alrighty, guys, I don't know if you guys can hear me. It's pretty windy up here. But yeah, we ended up picking up the truck. It's got a lot of blemishes, as you can see, but it has really good bones. My biggest thing is it has AC, working AC. It's super cold. So even for that alone, I think it's worth it to buy the truck and rip that out and put it into some other truck. But I do plan on building this truck. The seats don't have any rips at all besides that, but that's like nothing. They're just dirty. It is power windows. It does have a sunroof. Does have a tilt steering, does have power steering, does have power locks, it does have AC. So yeah, it's got all the goodies. It is a Kingcab, but like I said, it does have a lot of blemishes. It does have that's cracked. It does have little stuff like this big old scrape, but I pretty much have everything to fix this. The only thing I do need is I need a new bed, just because I don't really want to fix these little rivets, and there is little rust spots like this. It's not major, but it is little rust spots. And then I also need an ST tailgate and an ST panel that goes here and a bumper. So other than this back here, I think everything else has pretty good bones. But real quick, we just stopped at Steak and Shake before heading home. It's probably gonna be a lot of traffic. It's probably gonna be another 2-hour drive home. I think it took us like 2.5 hours to get here with how much traffic there was. But yeah, we're just gonna eat some food real quick. Then we're gonna go back and then unload this, and then once we unload it, then I will give you guys a better walkthrough and show you everything and give you guys my plans and why I bought another mini truck instead of finishing my mini truck. Guys, well, here is the truck in the daylight. You can see it better. I got it unloaded. So yeah, I already showed you guys this a little bit, but still don't really know what I'm gonna do about the whole interior, because there's little spots like that that's rough. The door panel is ripped, a bunch of little stuff, but it's nothing that's that big of a deal. When I got this truck had like no interior, and I pretty much redid everything, so that's not that big of a deal. But the little stuff that interests me is stuff like this: the power windows. People are asking an arm and a leg for a door that has the motors and the switches on there. And honestly, the main reason I wanted to get an ST is just because lately the 720 community has gone a different route than it has always been. And you know, there's pros and cons to it. Some people might like it, some people might be against it, but what people are starting to do with these trucks, especially a truck in this kind of rough shape, someone would probably buy this and completely part it out, and yeah, they would make more money, but they just completely got rid of a ST 720 that could have been in existence and cruising around. So that does bug me. And then also they charge an arm and a leg. So my idea with getting this truck was I can get a truck that has everything, and I don't have to buy overpriced stuff from people that all they do is part stuff out, if you guys know what I mean. Obviously little stuff that I'm gonna have to buy, which unfortunately this truck is missing the original tailgate. This is off of like 83, 84 720. Same thing with the roll pan, little stuff like that that I'm probably gonna have to pay the overpriced price in order to have the ST tailgate and the panel, little stuff like that, but that's fine. I just don't want to be sourcing everything, and that's kind of what I ran into an issue with my truck. Is I wanted to do a full ST exterior and ST conversion. But honestly, dealing with all these people that are selling overpriced parts just made me not want to do it, and it made me stick to just doing a simple, basic interior. I know it's kind of a mess right now, but I do have crank windows and just basic. But with this truck, like I said, it's got good bones. It's rough. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a good truck. I did pick it up for actually pretty cheap. In today's standards, I would say it's not cheap, but in today's standards, I would say it's pretty cheap. But like little stuff that I gotta redo. Pretty much the whole front end has to get redone. I have a whole extra front end, which is fine. I already have chrome ST wheels with tires ready to go. I already have a shell for it ready to go. I already have brand new front suspension ready to go. Ball joints, control arms, everything, you name it. Yeah, I have a bunch of parts that I've been kind of hoarding. I've been buying parts over the last like year and a half because I've always wanted to build a Kingcab ST. And so I've just been hoarding parts, and now I finally have the truck. Now I could actually tear this apart and do what I want to do with it. So yeah, this is going to be a full build, just like you guys saw me do with this one. Obviously, I didn't finish this one, but this is going to be a full build. And yeah, so that brings me to another thing. What's going to happen to this truck? I call this truck Lucky Star because it was going to get thrown into scrap metal or the junkyard because it really wasn't worth anything. It had a blown motor, and they had nothing going for it. But yeah, so what's going to happen to this truck? I still don't know. My original plan was to pick up an ST rolling shell if I could find one, pull my drivetrain out of this truck, put it into one of these, and then salvage whatever parts I can get, put it on here, and then just scrap the truck. But now, I don't know, my plans have changed. I'm thinking of maybe just keeping it. I don't need to get rid of it. Maybe just putting it in storage and forgetting about it for a couple months, maybe years, and just focus on this truck and fully build this how I want. Now, the vision for this truck is going to be pretty much stock ST, how you would imagine an original ST, slammed on the ground, static. Going to try to be probably one of the lowest trucks out there. Like I said, static, not bags, not hydraulics, and maybe just a simple dump bed and maybe a reverse. That's about it. I don't really want to do anything else. I already built a 4-stage Z-Rack, which is what this truck has, and that's fun and everything, but there's a reason I don't drive this truck that much, is because it is a lot of weight, and daily driving this with all that weight is just not fun. It feels like you got a big old heavy trailer behind you, a big load, and I'd rather just not deal with that. So that's why I'm starting fresh and only doing something simple. But yeah, I've always wanted one of these just so I could daily and cruise around. Another reason why I wanted to part this truck out is because I did already do the Maxima headlight conversion on this truck. I do have a super straight front end, that's why it's primered. There's like no dents on this, virtually no dents. I already have the 4x4 grill and everything, so my plan was just to get this front end, throw it on here, call it a day. But like I said, I've been buying parts, so I have an extra set of Maximas that I could put on this one, meaning I won't have to take it off of this. I have an extra 4x4 grill that I won't have to take off of this, and I have a whole other front end that's straight, which I won't have to take off of this truck. So then that leads me to the point where if I don't need to take parts off, then I shouldn't take parts off of it, and I should probably just let it be. The main reason that I put a pause on this build was because same thing, I've never really been a fan of the single cabs. I kind of just fell into this one. For those who don't know the story, I traded my dad a Kingcab ST truck that I bought, and I traded him for this one since he bought this one, and I wanted him to be cruising around, so I gave him that truck, traded him for this one. I ended up building it, but I got to a point where I realized I'm not going to be fully happy with it, because at the end of the day, it's a single cab and I want a Kingcab. So I figured I'll pause all the time that I'm going to be putting into this one to make it nice, and just put that and save that for this. So that's why I'm going to go crazy on this one, full build, make it all nice, and then once I finish this, maybe resort back to this one and maybe paint it and make it look nice. Like I said, I really don't know. The engine is all chromed out, engine bay is all shaved, that's all nice. Interior is nice. It is bagged, it's C-notched, all the good stuff. It's got a 4-stage Z-rack. Pretty much just needs paint, but like I said, I would much rather use that time and energy to paint this truck, because at the end of the day, this is what I want. I want a Kingcab ST. So yeah, this truck's got all the options. I know it looks rough, and trust me, it is rough, but all these options just add a bunch of value and money that if you were to want to buy this off of someone, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. For example, little stuff like this, the STs, they come with this stainless steel trim on the window. Base models do not have that. So I did get a brand new seal for that truck and a stainless steel trim, because I wanted to convert this truck to an ST, but I could just get an ST and it comes with it factory. Same thing with the sunroof. I wanted to put a sunroof in this truck, but why would I cut a hole in the roof when I could just buy a truck that has it? I wanted to do power windows on this truck when I could just buy one that has power windows. I wanted to do AC, same thing. This truck has AC, all the good stuff. So yeah, still don't know what I'm gonna do right now. I already have a rough idea with an overall goal of how this truck is gonna be built. Pretty much everything that I did to this truck made me learn, and I kind of made me think of new ideas on how to do it to this truck. So I pretty much have everything planned out, but I don't know what the first plan of attack is. But yeah, like I said, this truck is going to be on 14-inch chrome STs, slammed on the ground. It's going to be this low, if not a little bit lower, and it's going to be static. So you could already imagine. I wanted to take a little before and after picture, but that's how it's going to be sitting. Yeah, check out that difference. So like I said, this truck is going to be as low as this truck, if not lower, and I'm planning on dailying it. So yeah, I'm excited to do a bunch of custom front suspension, custom rear suspension, and all that I will be showing and making videos. That way you guys can see all the stuff that I'm going to be doing to this truck, and hopefully you guys like it. Yeah, that is the new build. I know I've been getting a couple of people DMing me as to, you know, where have I been and how come I haven't been posting, and that's pretty much it. I just kind of got to the point where I really don't want to work on this anymore and use up time and energy and money to build it, to keep building it, when I'd rather just kind of put that aside, buy parts for a Kingcab that I know I'm going to one day have. And now that I have it, now it's time to get back on the grind and get this one going. So like I said, I do need a couple parts. I'm probably going to end up getting a whole new bed, just because I don't want to deal with rust. That's also another issue with that truck, is I got a little bit of rust that I don't want to deal with, so I'd rather get a rust-free truck. This truck has no rust except for that little piece on the bed, and that little piece right there. So new bed, new tailgate, new roll pan, and a bunch of little stuff. I know it's going to be a lot of work, but like I said, you guys have seen what I've done in the past with this one. So I think the fact that this one is already running and driving, which, like I said, I pulled up, I didn't even care if it ran and drove. I just drove it around for shits and giggles. But my plan was to pick this up, like I said, sight unseen, pull my drivetrain out and put it in here, and then toss this in the scrap bin. But I don't know. I might be into keeping this, or I might be selling it. I don't know yet. But yeah, guys, that's going to complete this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later, guys.